Line of storms is developing near Kansas City at the moment, but they won't probably arrive in northwest Arkansas until about 11 o'clock tonight, maybe even around midnight or so. This evening, though, I think whatever your plans are, they're going to be great. I mean, we're sitting in the 70s right now. It feels great across northwest Arkansas. We'll slip into the 60s by about 8 o'clock or so. In the River Valley, we just hit 80 degrees in Fort Smith, and so we'll hit those 70s here very shortly. But speaking of the River Valley, after some of that rain came through, I'm looking at some of the reports that people are sending in at this moment. Someone's trampoline was in a different neighbor's yard in Cedarville. Some shingles got blown off in Paris last night, and in Johnson County, the wind was kind of roaring and waking people up. That was thanks to that wake low that we had last night on the backside of some of the rain. That rain that we had last night, especially in the River Valley, it poured for us. That is pushed off towards the east. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We're keeping our eyes towards the north. One more storm system for this week, and this cold front is going to knock us down the rest of the week. So we're sitting, next to 80 right now. Feels great, right? But for the next couple of days, we'll drop into the 60s tomorrow, and then we've got 50s to wrap up this week. So a lot of cold air is going to be coming in. You can see that north wind blowing across the Dakotas and into Nebraska. Some storms now firing up south of Kansas City, and they're likely to come into northwest Arkansas by about 11 o'clock or so. So we'll be tracking this line of storms. There could be a few severe thunderstorm warnings on it, maybe gusty winds up to about 60 miles per hour. It's going to brush into northwest Arkansas and then probably weaken once it hits the mountains and into the River Valley. But we're going to keep our eyes open tonight. Once again, that's from about 11 o'clock to about 2 or 3. So it's very much in the middle of the night, as it seems like it always is. Right now, temperatures are fantastic. I mean, 80 in Fort Smith. We've got upper 70s in Pirate Country and Poteau, mid 70s throughout northwest Arkansas. That south wind continues to blow up to about 20 miles per hour. But I tell you what, when that cold front comes in later tonight, we're going to have northwest winds up to about 30 miles per hour. So the wind's going to get even stronger, but then be out of the northwest. So storms later tonight, level 1 severe risk out of 5. So this is a very low end severe risk. But once that cold front blows through, it's going to be very windy for your Wednesday. And then we're just cooler for the rest of the week as northwest winds come in. It's just our corner of the state where we've got the chance for some storms tonight, and they'll weaken once they hit the River Valley. But we have that level 1 threat for northwest Arkansas, the mountains, and for parts of the River Valley if you live along or north of I-40. So Van Buren, Ozark, and then about to Clarksville or so. Let's talk about future cast. We've got a great evening ahead of us. Temperatures are warm. Southwest wind still in play. But then cold front starts to make its way southbound. Storms start to arrive by 11 or midnight or so in northwest Arkansas. That line tapers off towards the south and east, probably weakening as it does so. And I think it's mainly the eastern River Valley. We may not get that line of storms farther back west from Fort Smith, Van Salisaw, and Poteau. We're gonna watch it closely for you guys. But once the storms are out of here, I mean, they'll be long gone by the time most of us are waking up tomorrow morning. There could be a leftover shower, clouds break on out, and then the sun is going to be here the rest of the day. That sun's going to feel nice. We'll need that sun too, because that northwest wind at times, west to northwest depending on the time of day, is really going to be blowing. That's your sustained wind. We're likely going to have gusts up to 30 miles per hour. But on the timing, 12 a.m., midnight, coming into northwest Arkansas, about 2 for the River Valley, closer to 3 or 4 for the southeastern River Valley, and then I think we're done. But the best threat, or the most impactful threat, will probably be the gusty winds as this whole thing blows on through. Colder air comes in tomorrow. We'll still have the 60s, but with that northwest wind, it's probably going to feel like the 40s and 50s throughout the day, and then we're much cooler the rest of the week. We'll probably turn things around, though, just in time for the weekend. Sun comes back out big time, and southwest wind comes back and reaches back to the 70s.
And nothing much rain-wise until next week.
Yeah, thankfully. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Good till next week.
Hunker down for the next few days.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. All right, Matt, thanks.